Welcome back to Daytime. As part of our Mississauga Arts Council segment, we are here with Jeff and Matthew Campagna, local independent filmmakers, and we're going to talk about a film that you guys did. It's called 6 Reasons Why.
Yeah, that's
so
our most recent one.
tell us a little bit about that.
It's a revisionist Western. So
a revisionist Western?
Yeah, so
what
good old like
mean?
spaghetti Western kind of stuff, like
Okay.
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, it's got all the classic tenements of basically of your average Eastwood movie, but we kind of push the envelope into the 21st century and give it that sort of Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez flair to make it a bit more postmodern, a bit more interesting.
And we have a video clip, actually, we want to get to, so can you tell us a little bit more about this?
This would be the official trailer for the film.
And you shot it and produced it all on your own?
Directed, edited,
cinematography, editing,
costume design, all out in Alberta.
Wow.
Yeah.
So where does the inspiration come from?
Sergio Leone.
Yeah, Sergio, Clint Eastwood, Rodriguez being able to make a film for just a couple $1,000s and be ultra resourceful and ultra creative.
Yeah, and we're just trying to push that envelope to make it more resourceful and even more creative, because the less money you have, the more you have to think about what you're doing.
And that's actually a good thing.
Absolutely.
Right?
I mean, look at the new Star Wars movies.
Right.
The more money you have, the less creative you get.
They put it all into technology.
Exactly. They're like, oh, we'll just fix that as soon as the effects guys. No. You write a good script, you shoot a good movie, you edit a good film, then you have a good final product.
And that's a good point, too, because you got a lot of money. You sit back and relax. I'm going to put all this money into this thing and just let it go on its own.
Yeah, just pay all the people and they'll do it.
You, on the other hand, okay, you're budgeting yourself. I've only got this much. What is the best thing that I could do with this amount of money?
Yeah,
exactly. You work at it from sort of the backwards angle.
So how do you get actors when you're on a budget so tight?
You know a lot of actors.
Yes.
A lot of friends, family,
Pretty much.
yourselves.
And you convince them that there's going to be a whole bunch of money in the end.
So that always works, right?
Well, yeah.
For one movie, and then you move on to the next.
Yeah, you can only do that so many times, and then people start to wonder where that money is. So the actors, the people who are willing to come out and really pitch in because they believe in the project, they'll do that for you once or twice to really get a good project together. But you know, eventually you're going to have to take it to the next level, and a film that costs you $10,000 to make, because everyone's volunteering, would actually cost, you know, at least $1 million, $250,000 in that range to be able to pay everyone for their time.
Speaking of being creative and pushing the envelope, move over to Toronto. You guys started the Mississauga Film Festival.
That's correct. And we started it in such a way, it's the Mississauga Independent Film Festival. So we're only going to be showcasing films on a national level that are made on an independent basis.
So that kind of keeps it from being a sort of celebrity circus.
Glam fest, yeah.
That way it's more about the films, it's about Canadian filmmakers who, people like Cronenberg and people who really put their heart into making a film, not necessarily their wallet. And that way they wind up with something that creates a crazy fan following. And in that area, you can create a film festival around the art rather than the celebrities.
And how can people get involved in the Mississauga Film Festival?
Well, we are looking for live musicians to play the after parties and stuff like that. We're looking for volunteers, and we're looking for corporate sponsors.
Cash. A little bit of coin.
So we do have a website. It's www.mif.ca. That's 2 Fs. And right now there's only contact information up, but hopefully we'll launch a website.
Yeah.
Designed by us, of course.
What does it mean to you guys to be an independent filmmaker? We have under 30 seconds left, but what does it mean to you guys?
It means you're responsible for every step. You have your fingers in everything, and you're responsible for the money. That's
and
what
if that means lying, cheating, and stealing to get the movie to print, then that's what you have to do.
Well, good luck to you guys.
You take the good with the bad,
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you for coming in today.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
me.
Our African chef is getting ready to cook us a mouth-watering meal. I could barely speak right after the break.